A good shot. If I'm not going to try to shoot him, I'm damned if he's going to shoot me. What if he's a bad shot? Weatherby, if he's a bad shot, I might well get hurt, which will pain me grievously for the sake of saving the skin of that puffed-up little upstart. Where the devil is he? Hopefully on a boat to the Indies.
I fear not. It will take a great deal more than a powdered popinjay to make Lord Sydney take to his heels.
I see, madam, the time has done nothing to diminish your ardour.
What ho, Percy? You're still at it with the young girl, eh? One drink in the face not enough for you? It seems to me as the two of you should be duelling, huh?
My lord, it's not too late.
I love her, Dutton. I really love her.
Are you going to tell her you're not the Pimpernel?
I never saw so beautiful a thing.
Well, I'm sure she'll realise soon enough when she sees you duelling.
I must have her. No, I must endeavour to be worthy of her affections for the Pimpernel.
You'll be killed.
I don't mind. I must at least have tried. You didn't see her, Dutton. She is a tiger in the eye, and yet the softest lamb. The softest breast on which to rest one's head in joy or sorrow. She is the lion and the lamb in one perfect whole. A man might dream but to see such a woman, but to have her offer herself to you.
You have got it bad.
What is causing this delay? I say, what is this?
There you are!
Damn it, Percy, I was really looking forward to this. Where the devil is he?
The young buck appears loath to leave the warmth of his bed, Your Highness. Percy!
Lord Sydney has been kidnapped on his way here. There are those who might think it to be some ruse on your part.
But, sir...
We hope it is not so. Drive on!
Oh dear. Heroes aren't what they used to be.
Water. For pity's sake, a drop of water.
Well, sir, not permitted to come any closer, unless you overpower us, storm the ship, and sail yourself back to England.
Where is he?
Here, sir.
This is he. This is the Pimpernel.
Oh, yes, citizen. Without a doubt.
This is the Pimpernel?
Without a doubt, citizen.
I am not the Pimpernel.
He's not just going to admit it, is he?
Claudette de Bridois was rescued by the Pimpernel. She identified this man as he. She asked him if he was the Pimpernel. He replied that he was.
It wasn't like that.
Then they kissed, and she said it again. She recognized him.
Was she mistaken? I am Lord Francis Sydney.
See, he has the means, the connections in court.
You're a little scared, I warrant.
This is not the Scarlet Pimpernel. This is a pathetic attempt, Citizen Libbersack, to save your own neck. News travels fast. And doubtless many of them saw his face when you brought him in here. And now believe he is the Pimpernel.
and are eagerly awaiting his execution on Friday, I don't think they'll accept anything less.
You're learning fast, citizen. Very well. Here's the Pimpernel, Friday. But we will need a confession.
Why?
Because I am suing for peace with the English. We cannot sustain a war with them in the west and the Austrians in the east. Executing a member of the English court, however, will not help our diplomacy. Unless we have a confession, then they can hardly complain.
I doubt that'll be a problem.
No. Take him away.
Egalite!
What?
40 each.
But what the deuce are we using some damned French expression for 40 each? I order you to find an English expression.
Deuced if I can, Your Highness.
Your Highness! What the devil?
Oh, forgive me, sir, but there's bad news from Paris. Lord Sidney is detained in La Force prison and is to be executed on Friday.
What? Paris? Execution? Why?
Well, they say he's the Pimpernel.
I say, Lord Sidney? Who'd have thought it?
What is all this, Weatherby?
Well,
You had a lucky escape there, Percy, eh? Dueling with the Pimpernel, what?
That's why he betrayed him. You sold him to the French. On a boat to the Indies. I heard you say it. To avoid a duel. A man who has saved countless souls from horror, from despair, from hideous death, and you sold him. And it wasn't just the duel. You saw him as a rival.
What?
I've seen you looking at me. Deny it if you have the gall.
Game. To love, I'd say. But a spirit, that one, eh? I feel a bit dizzy.
what now, Percy?
Blakeney Hall.
Now?
Then to France.
Why?
To save him.
Well, I thought you loathed the little pipsqueak.
I do.
Wanted you to have our food. We're to die tomorrow anyway.
All of you?
We're not afraid to die. We deem it an honor to be with the man who has done so much for us, for our kind, over the years.
Oh, please. I'm not the Pimpernel.
Of course, I understand. We would take your courage as our example. The boy wanted to meet you, to shake your hand, but he was too shy to ask. It would make him very proud.
Unlock him.
Remarkably scientific. How they managed to inflict the greatest amount of pain, longest possible time. But I don't think we shall be needing them, though, shall we? I have a theory. Not a universal truth, but a good rule of thumb. That most people that allow themselves to be subjected to extended torture actually enjoy it. Either through masochism, heroism, or because they believe they deserve it. But I don't think you fall into any of those categories. Do you?
But I'm not the Pimpernel.
I know. Which is why you'll sign here. Oh, do not pity yourself too much. In a wide compass of human suffering, your brief discomfort, your life even, is but a speck of dust in the wind. There. I want the guard, treble, day and night. Scarlet Pimpernel goes to the guillotine on Friday, or you do. Do you understand?
Yes, citizen.
You really think he will try to escape?
Of course he won't. But the real Pimpernel will try to get in. Lord Sidney is not the Pimpernel, you fool. The real Pimpernel is brave, cunning, and above all, vain. He will want to protect his reputation, which is why he will come. Believe me.
There you are, Margaret. You'll be a good girl while Papa's away. Protect and love her.
Robespierre's appointed a new man, Libersac. He's a fiend. Apparently, he's tipped to take Robespierre's place because the capture of the Pimpernel has elevated his standing.
And we shall just have to cut off his legs.
Heaven only knows what help we can count on in Paris now. This news of the Pimpernel's capture has meant the League are in the lowest spirits.
Then I shall lift them.
How? By throwing away your life on a romantic whim, trying to impress a girl who's young enough to be your...
I have no interest in the girl. I simply wish to save the preposterous object of her affection so they can be reunited.
More pimp than Pimpernel, what?
Get in.
Drive!
Laughed at court. I'm damned if I'm going to allow that pipsqueak
to go to the guillotine for you.
Exactly. Imagine the chatter if Sidney were to weep upon the scaffold. Sir Percy is mocked for his cowardice at court. And in France, the name of the Pimpernel is diminishing by the hour. And I'm damned if I let him massacre both my reputations.
Ah, so it is vanity, pure and simple.
I do not underestimate vanity. Without vanity, there would be no Versailles, no Zadok the priest, no double-knotted cravat. Now, those are things worth dying for. Just as I'm dying for my bed, dear friend. We will establish a plan in the morning. Very good. Good night, William.
Good night, Percy.
Come into the warm. Catch your death out here.
Off me!
What's an expected pleasure? You must be cold and exhausted. An hour sitting outside my house in the freezing cold. More than 2 hours on the road. A little swim, a little climbing. What a redoubtable, if headstrong girl you are.
I'm a woman, and you are a devil.
Here, you may change into your dry clothes at your leisure. When you've told me what it is you want.
To kill you.
Oh. Help yourself.
You may be more use to us alive.
Use? To us?
To my Lord Sidney.
Your Lord Sidney?
Don't mock me, sir. Have a care not to forget I am still holding your pistol. You're going to France, yes? To collect your blood money?
What have I done, pray, to make you think so ill of me? Perhaps I'm not as you imagine. You call me a coward, but do I tremble with death facing me across my table?
You are the devil. You're brave only in the face of another's anguish.
One man's valor is often another man's demise. Somebody has to lose.
You see, you scoff at other people's pain. The Scarlet Pimpernel mocks only his own adversity. He weeps at the sufferings of others.
How do you know? You've met him but once.